Hello my dear friends, in this video we will going to learn a reversible process. Now we know that according to a second law of thermodynamics, we know that the efficiency of heat engine is what? We know that efficiency of heat engine is what? It is 1 minus QL by QH. So there is QL is not equal to 0. If this is 0, there is a violation of second law. So the if QL is 0, then the efficiency of heat engine is 100%, but the efficiency of 100% will violates the violation of second law of thermodynamics. Second law of thermodynamics. That means no heat engine can have efficiency of 100%. So then one may ask, so anyone ask you, what is the highest efficiency that a heat engine can possible? So if there is not 100%, so the question mark is that what is the highest efficiency? What is the highest? What is the highest efficiency of the heat engine possible? What is the highest efficiency? So I giving you this answer. Before that, we can answer this question. Before we can answer this question, we need to define an idealized process. We need to define an ideal process. Which is called a reversible process. What is that? The process that have, in the beginning of this discussion, that all the process have a certain direction, once having takes place, these process cannot reverse themselves spontaneously. That means when the process will going from 1 to 2, and when we reverse it from 2 to 1, there is impossible to convert 2 to 1 naturally or spontaneously. So once having takes place, the process cannot reverse themselves spontaneously and restore the system to its initial state, right? For this reason, they are to restore not the original position, not original state. So due to lack of its original state, the process is categorized in irreversible process. Now, so what is the reversible process? What is the reversible process? A process is in which reverse in direction, reversed in direction, reverse in direction, and in doing so, अगर आप ऐसा करते हैं, leaves no net change in the system and in the surrounding, right? If a process which is happening 1 to 2, and if you come back to reverse in the direction, during that reverse in a direction, there is no effect, no net effect on the system or surrounding, then that process is called a reversible process. But it is not happening. practically it is not happening. So reversible process actually do not occur in nature. They are idealized of actual process. So reversible process can be approximated by actual device, right? But they can never achieve can never achieve. That is, all the process occurring in the nature are irreversible process. So you can ask me, argue why we are bothering with such type of process, why we are bothering with because this process will never happening in an actual daily life. So why this process will happening, why we process will study? So there are two reasons, due to two reasons. Number first is that they can easy to analyze. Why easy to analyze? Why? Because the system passes through a series of, in this process, system passes through a series of equilibrium state during the reversible process. During the reversible, so we have all information about in between this. That means if the process, if there is a y and there is a x, so initial point 1 and initial point 2. So if you draw a process, then you have infinite number of point, which is nothing, is a equilibrium point. So we can easily to study it. Number second is that they have model to which the actual process can be compared. That means they are compared with idealized model. We are comparing its idealized. That means first easy to analyze, second comparing with the idealized model. That means it is comparing with the idealized model with actual model. So easy to compare. So we can compare that. That means we, due to comparison, we can achieve maximum to maximum efficiency of an actual model, right? Now what is that? See some example. Number first, how the, see, there is some process which is a reversible process. Example number first, see, there is a pendulum here and it is fixed to this, and this pendulum will move to and fro. That means this is point number 2, 1, this is point number 2. If this pendulum will move from 1 point to 2 point and 2 point to 1 point, that is in this direction and this direction, and if we consider frictionless pendulum, so this is a reversible process. Why? Because if it is moved from 1 to 2, there is no any loss. That means there is no any drag between air, there is no any drag. That means there is no any friction between the surrounding air to the pendulum. So because this is frictionless, so what is the energy at point 1 to 2? The same energy will restore from 2 to 1. So it is an ideal process. And number second is that a piston will compress or expand, quasi-static equilibrium process. If the piston, and this is our system, if this is our system, so a quasi-equilibrium compression or expansion of the gas, quasi-equilibrium compression and expansion of the gas, it also categorized as a, that means very slow process, slowly expanding and slowly slowly compressing and slowly expanding. There is no any effect on the surrounding. And when the system will restore from 1 point to 2 point, there is exactly restore its 2 point to 1 point. That means when this is a quasi-equilibrium process. So quasi-equilibrium process is a reversible process, and frictionless pendulum, it is a reversible process. Like that, this type of process, but this is not actually happening. See, in the pendulum, there is a friction between, there must be a friction between drag, friction between air and pendulum. So finally it comes to be rest. But if you assume that frictionless pendulum, it will move infinitely. So when the analysis of the pendulum, when you remember in the school level, when the analysis of the pendulum, so we can neglect the drag in between that. So we can assume that there is an infinite for an infinite time, this pendulum will move from 1 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 1. So there is an idealized process. So this is a reversible process. Now, if you think about that, there is a solid surface. Think about that, there is a solid surface, and there is a block here of this block 1. If you move this block to this position, move block to this position, so during the movement there must be a friction. So in that case there is a force, and that force will always oppose the motion, and that friction will convert it into intramolecular energy, and that intramolecular energy will release heat to the surrounding. So surrounding to the surrounding. When the process is reversed, that means when the process is reversed in direction, that means this is your 2 to 1. When the process is reversed in direction 2 to 1, and if you take, this is our system, 1 to 2 and 2 to 1, to 1 to 2 and 2 to 1. But in this case also there must be heat transfer. So the surrounding may suffer continuously. So this is an irreversible process. By any mechanism, if 1 to 2 there is heat will transfer, by any mechanism, if you take same heat, you cannot able to move the, if there is a motion 1 to 2 and there is a heat supply, surrounding may suffer. If your surrounding may at the same condition, that means what heat will supply, what heat will accept by the surrounding, the same heat will delivered to the system during process 2 to 1, but there is not happening. There is a continuously heat supply due to friction. So this is an irreversible process. Why? Because due to friction between block and surface, right? Now second, you can see that, there is a, this is very interesting. This is your cylinder and this is your piston. This is your piston, cylinder piston arrangement. This is your piston. If we put here 2 stops, right, and we take, this is our system, this is our system. Now this is our system, and for the equilibrium of the piston, that means if you fix the piston at this position, that means its property will doesn't change, you keep a locked here. So the piston is at the same point, same position. Now if you remove that locker, if you remove that pin, so the piston will move. So the piston will move. When the piston will move, the system boundary will expand. The system boundary will expand, that means it expansion against a resistance, atmospheric and the weight of the piston. So it develop work. So work out. And the piston finally come to at the stop. Finally come to at the stop. That means this is a point number 1, position 1 to 2, right? This is one direction. And when it is at the stop, so pressure will build up inside the system, and the pressure will build up. So if you come to the 2 to 1 position, reverse its direction. So you put a effort on it, which is W in, and during that, this is the higher, so W in is greater than W out. Why? Because when the piston is stuck to the stops, the stop doesn't allow to go further. That's why pressure will build up inside the cylinder. So we required a greater effort to come back to its original position. So if you give a great effort, so the system is more heated. That means initially it will expand, you develop a work due to expansion of the boundary. When the piston will stuck to the stop, that means stop doesn't allow to the go further and further, so the pressure inside the system will build up. So if we return to its initial state, this will give a effort, and that effort is more than the out. Why? Because there is a high pressure. So if we give more work into the system, so system is more heated during 2 to 1. If you give a work, then the input energy is maximum. This work will go converted into its internal energy. Why? Because there is a compression, and due to compression, the internal energy will increase, and that internal energy will increase. So the system is more heated, and when 2 to 1, which the system reject heat to restore its original position. Why? Because if we expand, the system property will change, and the system property will change, and the piston finally at the stop, and a stop will never allow to go further. Then the pressure inside the system will build up, and the pressure inside the system will build up. So we required a effort to come back to its original position. But during that effort, that means during the process 2 to 1, what effort is giving, there is a more effort than 1 to 2. So more energy will supply to the system, and the system will compress, so its internal energy will increase, and so internal energy will increase, so its temperature will increase at the initial temperature. So we maintained its initial condition. Why? Because we want to reversible process, so that maintaining the initial state, we reject some heat. So when we reject some heat, though there is a system come into equilibrium position, that means rejecting the heat, after rejecting of heat Q1 to 2, Q2 to 1, system will at initial state, but surrounding may suffer, so this is irreversible process. Why? Because during reversible process, if you reverse the direction, the system, the net change in the system, there is no net change in the system. So yes, this is no net change in the system, but the surrounding may suffer. That means net change of the surrounding. Why? Because you continuously add heat to the surrounding, so surrounding may suffer. So it is a irreversible process. So how can you achieve this process is an reversible manner? How can you achieve this is a reversible process? See, if you think like that, there is a cylinder, and this is your same piston at the same position, and this is your stop, and this is your stop. If you put a very thin slice, on it, right? When you remove one by one slice, you remove one by one, so piston will slowly move and come into its equilibrium position. Now again other slice will remove, So piston again come into equilibrium position. Now again slice will remove. So piston again is come to equilibrium position. So during 1 to 2 there is a infinite, during 1 to 2 there is an infinite number of locus in between that. Then this is the process. When it will reverse in direction, so put one by one load and it will again come back to 2 to 1. So there, in this case, there is a quasi static equilibrium process. So this is a reversible. Why reversible? Why? Because quasi equilibrium expansion or compression. So this is a reversible process. So how can you achieve this? But this is not a practical. Why? Because this is not a practical 2 to 1. So this is, if you draw any thermodynamic plane, if you draw any thermodynamic plane like that, this is your y plane, this is your x plane. So there is a initial point 1 to 2, the 1 to 2 there is a continuous pressure will reduce and volume will increase. So pressure will reduce and volume will increase. So this is point number 1. High pressure and low volume, there is a P1 and V1, right? And this is your final position, P2 and V2 you have. This is your final position you have. This is your final position you have. 2. During that there is a one by one slice will remove. So there is a infinite number of point in between. So if you connect this point, this is your a process. Now if you reverse its direction, put one by one, that means at a point 2 to 1, put one by one. So again there is a locus. So again you draw, and in this case there is no any effect on the system to the surrounding. So the process effect on system or surrounding, so process is reversible. Okay, thank you.